Showers are likely with a high of 67 degrees. Our newscast this hour is being brought to you by the J&J Spratt Funeral Home located on 3rd Avenue in New Brighton. Now serving their 4th generation, where their roots go deep into your community. That is a look at the news for now. I'm Frank Sparks, Beaver County Radio News, 95.7 and 99.3 FM, presented by St. Barnabas, 1230 WBVP, 1460 WMBA, and beavercountyradio.com.
Now, it's time to talk on Teleforum on Beaver County Radio. 1230 WBVP, 1460 WMBA, 99.3 FM, and beavercountyradio.com. And now, here is the host of the show, Eddie Crow.
Good morning. Happy Monday. Not going to get to gloom, despair, and agony on thee just yet. Not going to get to political chicanery yet. We're going to start this week in a good way. Our week together, I mean, I didn't see you this morning either. It's Teleforum. My name is Eddie Crow. The first half hour or so, I'm going to be talking with Bill. There's a cool thing coming up this weekend, and we're going to help you out. Bill Roehm, the director of the Ambridge Regional Chamber of Commerce, and you and I know each other. How you doing?
Very well. How are you?
I get to start talking about doing nice stuff. It's way ahead of the game.
Heck yeah.
Mother's Day is this weekend. I totally zoned it. If my mom lived here, I would have it hooked up because of what's going on in Ambridge weekend. Walk me through. It's the
no pun intended?
Yeah.
No.
The International Wine and Food Walk. And it's going on Saturday, and I'm so glad I saw this because I can see this going on from my porch. So Saturday, I've got something to watch. Tell people what it is.
Yeah, it's we've been doing it many years now. The International Wine and Food Walk goes from 1 o'clock till 5 o'clock this Saturday. I believe it's always been Mother's Day weekend. It's just something that it doesn't have to be moms and daughters or moms and sons, but it's just a nice treat to take mom out and have her try out some different wines.
Walk the streets of Ambridge with a glass of wine in your hand.
Yep. And then we added in a couple of years ago, we started using Molly's Trolleys out of Pittsburgh which is also just a neat experience to see them driving up and down Merchant Street and Das Ave. And so they'll be taking people around town. Because our area has expanded this year probably more than ever.
You talking about the route?
Yeah, so it used to be pretty much just Merchant Street, and now we've started to be able to include more of the businesses that are off the main drag.
Well, that's a good sign. That means
for sure.
Businesses, because for people that don't know Ambridge, I think of it as having two main streets. Mm-hmm. Merchant Street is the businessman's street, and Dus Avenue is the working man's main street.
For sure.
Yeah, so that's a good thing. More people are getting into it.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. So the route will actually go up. It'll go towards Old Economy and then up to Dus Avenue down and all the way to Do It Best. Phillips Automotive is down.
Basically, the beginning of Ambridge.
For sure. Yeah. Almost one end to the other. We're talking about. So.
All right, and I think you did this last year, but I think something's changed, or maybe the year before. It wasn't a full 4 hours before, was it?
Yeah, there was a time when it shrunk down to a 3-hour event. There were just a couple of merchants that it made more sense for them to do a shorter day. And what we have found is that a majority of the merchants are good with that 4-hour window. And it gives people more time to actually experience the merchants themselves and see what the businesses have to offer. And there's so many that people have never seen before because they're new. So
that was my next question. How many new businesses have popped up in Ambridge in the last, 2 or 3 years? Because I mentioned Merchant Street. Merchant Street is not what it was 5 years ago, not even close.
Yeah, if you have not driven down Merchant Street in a while, you owe it to yourself just to, either please come and participate in our event where you can take your time and stroll or, ride the trolley, but
drink with mom.
And then, or at least just take a drive down because you'll see countless storefronts that are different than what you've seen before.
All right. This isn't free because you are drinking.
That's true.
Right? Tickets are $25, and obviously you have to be over 21 to do this.
That's true.
But how has it grown? Because nothing grew the last 2 years with COVID, and businesses didn't grow. How did the wine and food walk grow when other things didn't?
I don't know if grow is the right word. I guess to some degree, but we never really seemed to see the dip because it's something you can do outdoors and you don't have to feel like you're on top of other people. So whether you're wearing a mask or not wearing a mask or whatever, you can still keep yourself socially distanced very easily in something like this.
Okay. How do you get the businesses on board? Because that seems to have grown.
Yeah.
What's the pitch when you walk in? I frequent some of the businesses that are on the list, and they are pumped up about this. When you walk in and say, "Hey, would you be interested in this?" How do you convince a business to get it, to be a part of it?
Honestly, the pitch is that we have between 200 and 250 people that are going to participate, walking through the streets of Ambridge, and I'm going to say about 60% of those people are not from Ambridge proper. So there are a lot of people that will be coming into the city this Saturday that either are not here often or have not been here in a long time.
I think that it is the season, and maybe in a weird way, COVID has got people going, you know what? In the past, I wouldn't go to something like that. I wouldn't care. Mm-hmm. I'm going to something like that.
Yeah, why not? I mean, so you're going to.
So does this mean I can get a glass of wine at the Do It Best, or
yeah? Yep.
Does it really?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. So
all right. So liquored up with power tools. That's a good call for me, Bill. Thanks, man.
They may not let you rent something or try it out while you're there.
Oh, no doubt. I'll just camp out and then want a skip loader to take home.
Yeah. The Strano family, they're wonderful people. I don't know if they'll be that accommodating.
Well, they're wonderful. They're not stupid.
I know, right?
Yeah.
There's a reason they're still in business and so well respected. But if you do participate, you're gonna that $25 is gonna get you a sample of wine at 25 different merchants. So you figure $1 per sample, plus you're getting food at every location you go to. Everyone will have some sort of hors d'oeuvres or something to pair with the wines, and it's just a fun experience, And
it's going to be warm. It's supposed to be warm. I looked ahead.
Not quite as warm as we hoped it would be. When I just said this morning, I did a post on Facebook less than a week ago, I think.
Yeah.
And I said, it's going to be great. It's going to be 70 degrees and a little cloudy, but great day for – it's dipped a little, but it can still bounce back. It's a rain or shine event, so it's going to be fun no matter what.
Bill, have you noticed when you have enough glasses of wine, you feel a little warmer?
It doesn't matter. Yeah. There will not be snow on the ground. That's a for sure. We'll mark that down right now.
Bill Roehm is my guest. He's in charge of the wine train, actually. He's the director of the Ambridge Regional Chamber of Commerce. The International Food and Wine Walk is this weekend. When they can still sign up. When's the cutoff for signing up?
Yeah, so all ticket sales will be stopped the morning of the event, probably by around 9 or 10 a.m. However, we're down to about 60 tickets left. So we do cap it because we don't want to have... we have to know how much wine to provide to the merchants.
You don't want to have a riot in the streets of Ambridge.
Well, that's it. The places, they'll run out. And so I can't, we have to have the cap. So, we got about 60 tickets left. They're exclusively available online on our website, which is www.ambridgeregionalchamber.org. And just click on the events section and you'll see that.
All right, is there anything I should have asked you? That I'm very much looking forward to this. I like people watching, and you know this, and I know this. When people start walking down Merchant Street, they come over to Old Economy and walk all of Church Street and take pictures of the street signs that are written in German.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
That's my neighborhood. I just sit on the porch and people watch all day. So this is a very cool thing.
Yeah. I think the one thing I want to mention is that we have a lot of businesses that are participating this year that have not in years past.
25 businesses, man.
Yeah. Our main sponsor, we did sponsorships this year as well. So the event is actually brought to you by ourselves and Burns HVAC. If you don't know who Josh Burns is, he's just a wonderful human being, and he does a great job. He's a guy that every Christmas he donates a furnace and installation to a family in need in the area. So,
just to do it.
Just to do it. Yep.
Right.
Yep, we have a new winery that's opened up in the area that you'll be able to sample wines from. They'll be located somewhere in town because they don't have a storefront here, but Harkins Mill Wines will be involved. And then some of the staples, Merchant Coffee, Bridgetown Tap House. We mentioned Do It Best. Brown Dog Signs, another sponsor of the event. They've done some beautiful work. If you drive up and down and you see some of the newer businesses that have opened, chances are the signage was done by Brown Dog Signs.
Yeah. The facade of Merchant Street is, compared to what it was, it's absolutely glorious. I'm sure Sweetwater Bikes is in on this.
Yes, Sweetwater Bikes is also participating. We have Old Crow Coffee House. They're always around. Vocelli's Pizzas, always participating in things. Hands on Health, the new massage therapy yoga place.
Yep.
Jessica, she's...
That's when I knew the neighborhood was changing, when I walked by one day and I saw a sign that said yoga. And I'm like, we're moving up in the world a little bit.
Yep. So she's another sponsor of the event. I'll just, if you don't mind, can I mention a couple more?
I want you to mention them because these people deserve recognition because they're making their community better.
Thank you. Harmony House is another participating merchant this year. Kendall Lee Boutique, if you don't know, look them up on Facebook. They've just made a major announcement. Some positive things are happening for them, but unfortunately that means that their storefront is going to be closing by the end of this month, now that we're into May.
Mm-hmm.
So
they're growing.
Again, beautiful people. Yeah, some exciting opportunities that are happening for them. Vape and Roll with it. Fritzy's Bistro is new to our events this year, so we're really excited to have them on board. Fermata Brewing, if you have, I don't know if you've been under a rock somewhere and you don't know that Fermata Brewing exists.
There are always people hanging out near there, I've noticed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Waiting to go in or talking about it after coming out.
Yep. Yeah. And the other end of town, the other new brewery that we have, the Alter Genius, is also involved.
There's some loitering and chatting that goes on that corner, too.
Yes, there is.
It brings downtown to downtown. It brings Main Street, Merchant Street. It brings it to life.
Yeah, and
it's really cool to see.
And it's a unique situation to go on like a Thursday night and grab some food and a couple of drinks and then walk across the street for a big, huge thing of ice cream because it's right there.
Yeah, you just, at that one corner, you can totally glutton yourself. It's
yes,
true. Yeah.
Phillips Automotive is new. I'm really happy to have Phil in the wine walk this year.
That's back up on Dust.
It's
headed out of Dust, like you're headed towards Leeds.
Yeah, it's technically, I guess it's Merchant, but it's the very far end of Merchant.
Right.
The Subway Sub Shop, New Alliance Federal Credit Union, another sponsor of the event. Maple Restaurant, they've been really active in participating, and we love those guys. Aunt Bridget's Tea Room, we're happy to have on board. Bob Nelson, Sweetwater Bicycles, we mentioned.
Yep.
A couple other new ones. Homes by Hillary. Hillary's a local real estate agent. She's jumped on board. Harmony Ridge Golf Club has joined us and will be participating along with the Firehouse Lounge on the other end of Merchant. So that's our list. That was 25, believe it or not. But some cool places.
And there's wine waiting for you?
At each and every stop, yeah. You'll get so the $25 gets you a commemorative glass that you'll take to each place, and then they'll give you that sample pour, and you'll get a booklet to take with you.
And they'll feed you.
Yep. And on top of that, failed to mention so far, every place is going to give you a chance to win something.
Oh, cool.
So your $25 also gets you a ticket to drop off at each location for a chance to win a prize, whatever they decide to give you, whether it's a physical gift or a gift card or whatever.
You got a chance to win. You're drinking.
Up to 25 prizes.
Yeah.
26 because the chamber will have our own.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we'll have our own grand prize, which we usually do, always do.
All right. This absolutely started my week on a much more positive note.
I didn't bring you a sample of wine. I should have brought you.
I don't drink.
Well, there you go.
I don't drink.
I could have brought you some.
My erratic behavior is natural, baby.
Yeah, that would be a scary sight.
Bill, thank you for coming in. Bill Roehm is with the Ambridge Regional Chamber and the Wine and Food Walk. It's this Saturday, starts at 1, goes till 5. Tickets are $25, and they can sign up and get their tickets at the website, correct?
That's correct. AmbridgeRegionalChamber.org. You can also go to our Facebook page. Just make sure you're putting in Ambridge Regional Chamber, and you'll find us. It's all over the place. And then just quick note, phone number, 724-266-3040. I'll be in the office here shortly, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Good to see you again, man.
Good to see you always.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, Eddie.
It's Teleforum on Beaver County Radio.
Tune in Beaver County Radio or watch the Best of Beaver County live on Facebook or YouTube video this and every Thursday from 11 to 11:30. The program is made possible